the way that we ride. I wanna keep you around. Every single day, every night. I wanna let you know that I'm down. Down, 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 down. I just wanna keep you around. And every single day, every night, I wanna keep you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Paris, Hope, and Humor. That is Noelle throwing sticks. Noelle, we don't throw. Okay? This week we wanted to talk about life post self-isolation. And I guess like pros and cons. How we feeling about it?
Yeah.
Are we ready for it?
No.
I think even like with everybody coming out of quarantine and trying to get back to some sense of normalcy, I really think there's a lot of things that's going to feel different for us per se, because I don't know how at this current moment I don't feel any safer today than I did when this whole thing started in terms of Leon getting sick and potentially what that can mean for him with his spinal cord injury. So I don't feel ready at all to change anything. But since we have to, we just have to figure out what our new normal is going to be in terms of what things we're going to feel comfortable doing and stuff that we're not going to feel comfortable doing. So,
I'm not really going out. Like, I mean, I went to what? Lowe's? We went to Lowe's. I've been to Lowe's a couple times. I think I went to one grocery store twice. No, we went to two grocery stores. So I just shouldn't have been outside for other reasons other than COVID. But stupid stuff was happening.
oh,
Yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like Leon's experience with the stores is like, what's this, 2 months post my experience with the stores. So I'm getting like a little bit more comfortable, but I've definitely had an anxiety attack going to the store at one point. And, you know, I have to just pick my days where I feel like curbside is just better, safer, mentally a better option for me than to go into the store. But sometimes you kind of like, I've never been like a grocery store person, so I don't miss going to the grocery store, but I like the option to see what's on sale and what's not on sale, and just to kind of like feel like I'm getting more for my money than to just like click some buttons and order stuff online.
Man, COVID got so bad I wanted to go to Joann Fabrics. And that's how bad it was. I hadn't been in any store like a month and a half.
Fabrics.
Joann Fabrics. That's how desperate
there.
That's how desperate to the store I wanted to go. I wanted to go somewhere. I was so tired of being in the house. But I'm still leery. I'm watching people. People are not really, they try to social distance, but people try to be too nice. They still touching all your stuff.
The pros and the cons. Like I'm hoping that a lot of stores will keep their curbside pickup. I think that's something that I'm hoping they would do that we can look forward to, so that we don't always feel like we have to go into the stores. We definitely were doing Instacart before this, so we'll probably keep doing Instacart every now and again when we feel like we need to. So there's some good things that came out of this. Like, I've taken on a bunch of like home improvement projects because I feel like if we're going to be home, I mean, it's a good time to get stuff done that I wanted to get done regardless of all of this happening. But now I just truly want to like create our oasis so that we can really enjoy being home and enjoy our home the way that we should be. Because it just doesn't, like, I don't miss restaurants as much as I thought I would. Like, I miss being alone with my husband. I miss having a break from mothering. Noelle, Charlene, that's enough. So I'm trying to transition at least back into sending her to her grandmother's. She hasn't done that in months. And we baby stepped into like having my mom and my brother over, but we haven't sent her anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think she misses her cousin, so I think it would be nice for her to see family. But I'm still like, even that I'm still nervous to do, because again, nothing has changed about this whole virus that makes me feel like Leon's safe. So that's even hard to decide on, like, how to approach that and what to do, because we honestly can't live in isolation forever, even though we physically could. It just wouldn't be the best idea to always just be the three of us, or always have to have people come to us, because that feels safer in my mind than sending her to my mom's. And that's partly because with her cousins comes their exposure to people. And so then that is what always makes me nervous, especially with the kids. I always feel like the kids are like, they have such a high resilience that they would appear perfectly fine, and she would come home, he would get it, and then he would not be fine. So that is a big part of what makes me still apprehensive to send her places. One of the things we discussed was her going to preschool, which was something we wanted to do in the fall, and now deciding no.
Which means 2 more years.
That Daddy daycare is still open. Daddy daycare is now Daddy preschool. But I think,
I need to learn math.
Well, I was going to say to you, coming out of the Dollar Tree, there's like so many what seems like good resources for like arts and crafts that she can do. There's like a whole teacher section. So just trying to I'll probably make a Pinterest board, but just trying to find the things that we can get from the dollar store that we can use for pre-K, and just kind of creating that environment at home. So taking her desk that she typically eats with and actually transitioning it into her playroom to make it a real desk and let her have that classroom feel. We'll probably get her a new book bag so she can feel like school time, and just find little ways to still do this at home, because that just feels smarter and safer. But the con to it is preschool was our break, and now we won't get that break that we were ready for and looking for and desiring.
Okay. Yes.
Not feeling completely comfortable with her going to her grandparents is less time alone. So, having to make sure it doesn't affect us as a couple.
Daddy, what that mean? Oh no, we need to go to the umbrella.
My gym is reopening. I don't feel comfortable going. They're going to work out with masks on, and I don't have it in me. I'm wearing them at work for 12 hours. I don't want to work out, especially because it's high intensity kickboxing type of workout. I don't really want to do that with a mask on. So
Get you skinnier.
I just need an outlet. I don't know how much I really feel the need to be skinnier.
Noel, please stop.
Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, guys.
So I think for me, another con is I'm not afraid to get sick, but I don't want to get sick. I don't want to go to the hospital. Still, I still don't want to deal with that whole protocol and whatever comes with that. I mean, the plan is to stay at the hospital. But yeah, I just feel like there has been no solution to this problem. I feel like it's still out there. It still is an issue. So for me, until the vaccine is out, out for a little while, I'm not gonna feel completely safe with it.
I don't even feel safe with the vaccine. There's anti-vaxxers, and not that I have anything against them. That's their choice. But given that you don't walk around knowing who are and who aren't, and so his exposure could still potentially be just as great or even greater, because if people are going to depend on the vaccine to keep them safe, and then everybody's not hand washing anymore, everybody's not wearing masks anymore, then his likelihood to get sick has now increased.
That is true.
So at this time, I'm like, I get it. We have to come back to normalcy, but I don't feel like our new norm is really going to be any different than what we are currently doing. And that kind of sucks, because I don't know, what does that mean for the longevity? What does that mean for the rest of our lives?
Yeah.
Only time will tell as things change what will become of COVID-19.
How the impact is on our life. Because for us, I mean, to be honest, it changed our life, but it didn't change our lives like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I was home with Noel, and it didn't change. It's just, we got a lot less breaks, a lot less outings, a lot less social interaction, but for the most part, it seems almost the same. But
I mean, it does make me excited to like get our house where we want it to be, so we can totally feel like,
this is our oasis.
yeah, and it's a fun place to be, and we have everything we need here if we're going to be here. And hopefully it'll be cheaper to stay home and do some fun stuff, and to always be like out looking for the fun stuff.
Yeah. But I guess that's the end of this one. We hope that you liked it.
We hope that you enjoyed. We hope that you enjoyed actually seeing Noelle this episode. I know some of you guys enjoy seeing her, but we're hoping that you won't see her as much as you did today in the next episode.
Big and small.
Can you say, don't forget to like, share, subscribe? Look at the camera and say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
God.
Subscribe. Yep, that's it. Just subscribe.
No, just.
Oh, man. All right.
Stay hopeful.
Huh?